Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today we're going to be doing a product review on a Benchmade knife. This is the model, it's 14100, and this is a really nice knife from Benchmade. It's a lot different than any of the knives that I normally carry, but it's got a lot of really cool features built into it, and a lot of really cool features that allow you really to control this knife really well when you're using it. First off, we'll just talk about some of the options that Benchmade allows you when you're ordering these knives. As you'll see on the side of this knife, I've got my logo on this side, and I've got Ike's Outdoors on this side. That's an option that Benchmade offers, and it cost me $7 to have that lasered in there. So I've got a completely customized knife. It's got my logo, my company name on it, and it only cost me $7 to get it. Now on the website it says the wait time is up to 3 weeks, but I received mine in about a week, so the wait time on it was very, very minimal as far as getting that extra, having that laser added to it. It didn't hardly add any more time. So we're going to talk about a few of the features of this knife here, and show you some of the really cool features that I like about it. The first thing I like about it overall is the size. This is a nice small knife, and it's got a good, I think it's let's see, it's 7.62 inches overall, and the actual blade length is 3.62. So you got a pretty good sized blade length there, and it actually balances out really well when you hold it. It feels really nice. The other feature you'll see is right there, some of the other features is you've got that nice spot there on the back side of the blade to put your grip, or to put your thumb, so you can apply pressure to that when you're doing some cutting. Now the grip has got this nice index finger notch in there. The back side of it right through here has got a nice curve to contour to your hand. So when you grip this knife, it feels really, really good in your hand. And for me, because I got smaller hands, it fits my hand really well. I can really grip this knife and get a lot of good control over it. Another nice feature I like about it are these two finger grooves right up here. I can actually grip the knife just like that with my thumb and that index finger, and I can get a lot of really good control over this knife when I'm skinning. So I've got a lot of it's got a lot of versatility as how you can grip that. And for this right here, when you're gripping it like this, that really, really works out well to do some small skinning, like skinning some squirrels earlier this year with it, and skinning deer. It's going to be awesome for it. Another feature that I like on this knife really, really well, it's one of the most important features of it, I think, is you're going to see right here when you buy this knife, it says USA on it. This knife's made in the USA. So that's another nice feature that I like really well. The blade thickness on this is 0.150. Handle thickness is a little over ½ an inch. It's 0.570. Material on this is 440 stainless steel, which is really good. It's 440C, which is a really, really good material for knives to be made out of. Blade hardness is 5860, so that's a really good hardness for that as well. Got a drop point, what they call a drop point with a recurve blade, or a point on it. So you got your nice drop point to it, and it comes back to a point, and it has this really nice wedge design to it. So it's still going to allow a lot of your blade thickness to come out to the edge, so you don't have a really fine point that's really thin that's going to break off. So I really like that as well. This is a lock blade knife. It might look like a folder because of this, but this is a lock blade knife. And the sheath. Now the sheath is something that we're going to talk about too, because I really, really like the sheath design on this. This is called a Zytel nylon resin, and this is an ambidextrous sheath. And you can see I've got paracord put on mine. I've been carrying this for the last couple weeks. Got paracord put on the end of my knife here. It's got a hole there for that as well. The knife is this Zytel nylon resin. It's a good durable, the sheath is a good durable sheath. What I like about it most, put my blade in there right, is when you lock that thing in, this knife is locked in there. There's absolutely no movement to this knife in this sheath at all. No movement at all. I mean, it is not going to come out of this sheath. And that's really nice when I'm walking with this thing. It does not make a sound when I'm walking with it. So not only beside the Zytel nylon resin on there, it's got a nice rubber piece in the back that goes around your belt that your belt will go through, and it's well constructed. It's got two big bolts that go through here, a good solid piece of steel to secure that down, and everything bolts on here nice and good. There's no kind of gluing or nothing like that. This is one piece here. It bolts to this receiver here, and then your belt strap bolts to the back side of that. So and I like the holes in this because, like you can see, I've been able to wrap my paracord around that and get me a little bit of extra paracord to take. That's going to be good and secure. All I had to do was wrap it around good and tight and tie me 2 good knots. And I really like that design of it. Overall, carrying it, I mean, just carrying it on your side, you don't even know this knife's there because of this small length. But the small overall length of the knife. It doesn't dig into your side. It doesn't flop around when you're moving. It really fits the side of the blade really, really nice. Now, this knife also has a really nice durable finish on it as well. You can see it's got kind of an off color as well. This is available in this finish as well as a black finish. And it is a very tough finish. I'm really enjoying that. I kind of like this finish over the black because it seems to be just a little bit tougher. So I'm really liking the finish on this knife as well. Now, one thing I'll say, when I got this knife in, it was shaving sharp, but not quite as sharp as what I like to carry for my knife. So I sharpened it up just a little bit more, and it took an edge excellent. I mean, it didn't take me nothing to put a little bit better of an edge on there, and it was good when I first got it. Don't get me wrong, it was shaving sharp, but when I run a blade down my arm, I want to start at my elbow, and I want to be able to go the full length of the blade and have every edge of it just shave the hair down completely. And this one shaved hair, but it pulled a little bit too, so I was able to smooth that edge out just a little bit and really put that super fine edge on it and get it to shave just nice and smooth. You'll see on this blade too, it's got a really nice design to it. Starts out and it's got kind of a groove, or kind of a starts out and then it extends down, and it's got a nice shape to the overall blade of it. And I really like that design. When you're getting in there and you're doing some skinning, you got the knife upside down, you can slide with it, and it's gonna allow it to slide good, but it doesn't allow it to slide completely free and do a lot of slipping. It seems like that radius coming out, extending out down like that, allows it to grip just a little bit better when you're in skinning an animal or doing something like that. So one of the things I'll show you here is just overall sharpness of the blade. I got a good, pretty good thick piece of leather here. I got it down in my vise, and you can see the blade is super sharp, and didn't take me no time to get that sharpness on there. And the nice thing is, it's just sharp. The entire length of the blade is really sharp. So it cuts that 1/4 inch leather, holds the edge really well. I've done a lot of stuff with it over the past couple days, and it holds that edge really well. It's still shaving sharp. When you're going to try to do some skinning with it or something like that, like I said, it's got the notches in top, so you can actually, I'm not going to try this here because I'll cut my finger off, but you can actually control that down. You can actually control that as you're skinning and use that blade a little bit better, rather than trying to use it like this and skin an animal or doing it awkward like that. This grip, these finger grips up here, allow you to get good control of the knife and actually work it, you know, in a half moon, kind of a crescent shape, and get that skinning done a whole lot easier. And you're going to have a little less holes in there because you've got better control of your knife. So, like I said, this is a super good knife from Benchmade, and one that I really like. The features of it, made in the USA, the overall blade design, the laser etching on it is just super good. Added bonuses to it, you know, that you can get that done fairly cheap. And so visit Benchmade's website. We'll put the address right here, and you can see this knife. This is the model 14. It's model 14100, and they got a lot of other knives on there. Everything from what I would call combat knives to hunting knives to pocket knives to collector's type of knives, Harley Davidson edition knives and things like that. And every one of them is a good quality knife made by Benchmade. And like I said, this is just a really nice design, and I'm really in love with this knife. It's a great knife to carry and a great knife. Going to be a great knife out in the field. So be sure to check this out. We'll put Benchmade's website right here for you guys. You can go check that out. And like always, be sure to visit our website for more reviews and more product reviews, bow reviews, how-to videos, and what other hunting videos we got coming up. Tyson's got a new noodling video where they go out and catch some pretty good catfish. So be sure to check that out at IkesOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a 5-piece bed. And I can't help